Wisdom, Skandal. Big shout out to Skandal. We talked about Rain Man earlier, and all, like, you know, they're always going to be connected in Quebec hip hop history. So I have to mention that because the first time I saw Rain Man is the first time I saw Skandal, and vice versa. You know, the first time I saw English rap with French rap on the same track was Skandal and Rain Man, and that's something that I had to connect to because where are we, right? So Skandal, I was lucky enough about a year ago to do an interview with her to get her history, amazing history. So if you have a chance, go check that out. And so to link with her, to feel that family vibe from her, it was like great vibes, great person. And then to do this track was great. Like, she was down to be part of the album immediately. Set some time, came through, and then was going through beats. It came down to 2 beats. One was, you know, real hip hop with the drums, and the other one was like this dope, different sample with the you know, that extra, the dirt and the grime from the record, the, you know, the dust. Everything was, you can hear all of that in the beat. And she was like, man, there's something very artistic about this beat that I could do something different with. Like, it's a different type of canvas, and this is the classic hip hop beat. So like, and then she chose, you know, the artistics. You know, so, and I'm really happy about that because, you know, it allowed her to just shine and do her thing on it and just spit lyrics, and you hear everything, you know. But yeah, so she ended up picking the artistic one, with that dirt and that grit all over it, and she really did her thing on it. I really find that what she did was unique, and you could really catch that original hip hop style, that spitter vibe that she has. And what was amazing was, you know, she sent the track over, and just the first 4 bars, I was like, no way. Like, I felt privileged because I was like, wow, she made a reference to Pud Chilling, talking about lemonade, talking about the sunshine and the shade. I'm just like, wow, like, you did that on this track. I just felt honored, and like, I have to say that, like, I'm honored that she did that on this track, you know. And then after that, just went on to completely destroy it. And, you know, she was so happy when I was telling her, like, yo, like, definitely want to do a video, and, you know, like, let's do this. So then, you know, we're trying to figure out, like, you know, we were going back and forth about ideas about the video, and we had the area but no concrete spots. So we were thinking Old Port, Chinatown, Place d'Armes, around there, but nothing was concrete. And I felt that urgency, so I was like, okay, let me go down the day before and just spend some time out. So it was literally during the second ice storm, the 2023 ice storm, and I was like, someone's gotta go down there and scout these spots. So I went down, I was walking around, trees were hunched over. I saw this one tree that was completely blocking the whole alleyway, and I was like, all right, there's one good spot. We ended up shooting one scene there. There was a couple other spots where, you know, trees were looking crazy, but by the next day everything was melted, so it didn't work out there. But a couple other, you know, nice alley that was perfect, like well lit alley. It's tough to find those spots sometimes, and a couple other very artistic, you know, architectural areas, you know. And yeah, so those spots all worked out, man. I'm happy that I took the time to just, you know, soldier it through that ice storm. And I was completely soaked when I got, you know, not from here to here because I had the Gore-Tex on, but I was, you know, my feet were soaked by the time I got home. But it was all worth it because, you know, if you enjoy that video, it was all worth it. And I gotta give a big shout out to Skandal for, you know, I was like, you know, Skandal, what, you know, we were talking about what we were gonna be rocking in the video and this and that. And she was like, oh, I'm thinking of wearing these Jordans, like it's the shoes that I wore in the Pud Chilling video. I'm like, what? Yo, which ones are they? And she's like, I don't know the number, but she started the ones with the hologram on the side, like the Jordan 13. She's like, I don't know. And then so we, you know, I figured out that it was the Jordan 13s, the white red, you know, cherry 13s. And I was like, okay, if you're doing that, I'm gonna rock the He Got Game 13s. I'll be wearing the same shoes, but basically a different color. And that's why you see that at the beginning and throughout the video, because it was like, man, you're you know, Skandal was like, man, people have been hitting me up to put these sneakers in Quebec hip hop museums, and I'm like, let's rock them in the video before they're gone, you know, before they get hung up or whatever. So shout out to her for you know for bringing those and rocking those, and shout out to her for having great energy throughout that whole video. It was a lot of fun. It was a great vibe, and yeah, man. Shout out to Lemmy again for just.
No, shout out to you.
Man,
Thank you.
Shout out to Lemmy again for killing the visuals, and you know, every time, man, every time.